don't know your ascendant or Lagna, then
click on the link below. Go to the website, Circle of Divine Astrology. There will be a calculator there where you can put in your birth details. And this is something that is very, very crucial to knowing your ascendant and your Lagna. Everybody knows pretty much their date of birth, but some people are not aware of the time of birth. So it's very crucial that you have the accurate time of birth. The reason being is because over the eastern horizon, as the planet Earth is spinning throughout the 24-hour day, the ascendant changes roughly about every 2 hours approximately. So at any given time of the day, one's ascendant could change. So you get people perhaps born on the same day, but they have different ascendants, and that brings a whole different personality and a different character and a different intellect.
And how it influences the whole rest of your chart. What's so interesting is, of course, where you come out into the world head first, and the first house rules the head. It rules your intelligence, your brain, your nervous system, your physical your demeanor. Okay, so there will be qualities and characteristics for each Lagna that are very distinct.
The Lagna is also very crucial. I mean, for any astrologer who's looking at a chart, this is the first place that we're going to look at, because it gives us a greater understanding, broader understanding of who this particular person is, how their approach to the whole world. It's going to show us that, although it shows us also about physical traits as well, in which you're going to be hearing about when we go through the 12 signs associated with the ascendant. It also shows us about the intelligence, their approach towards the world, how they go out into the world, which is Taurus. So for those of you who are Taurus rising, so this is a sign which is ruled by the planet Venus. Taurus is an earth sign. So people very often who tend to have Taurus rising, they tend to be quite good looking. They do have kind of like an elegant look about them. However, their bodies seem to be quite firm and quite solid, quite heavy. Very often they will walk very heavy also as well. And Taurus it's not known for fast. Whereas with the previous sign, which we spoke about with Aries rising, very dynamic, very impulsive. Taurus is much more definitely the opposite of that. The energies in Taurus, they slow down. So people who tend to have this kind of slow pace about them. People who are Taurus rising, the first house, which is ruled by Venus, and also the sixth house is ruled by Venus also as well. So this becomes also a very important house for people who are Taurus rising. So they have to watch about for their health and their daily duties. And Taurus is also connected with our sense of security and stability. So very often people who are Taurus rising, they have this approach, constantly seeking that security. So security is very, very important for them. They need to have money because money can provide, or can be a vehicle that provides stability and security for people who are Taurus rising. Particular planets that will favor people who are Taurus rising, so planets like Mercury, planets like Saturn, because Mercury will rule the fifth house, and the fifth house is the house of intelligence, it's the house of gifts. The fifth house is also connected with karmic and things that we bring over from our previous lives also as well. So the fifth house becomes a really creative and a wonderful house for people who are Taurus rising. Saturn also becomes a very big player in people who are Taurus rising. Enemies are the moon and Jupiter also as well, because the moon rules the third house, and the third house is, again, it's about growth, it's about development. This is a Distona house, so these houses can be quite difficult. And also Jupiter as well, because Jupiter goes on to rule the 11th house as well, and the nature of Jupiter and the nature of that house can be at conflict or odds with one another. People who are Taurus rising is the moon and also Jupiter. This reason being because people who are Taurus rising, Venus is their planet, and Venus is very much connected with, again, security, physical wealth, and physical prosperity, whereas Jupiter is the planet, he's the guru, and he's very much interested in spirituality and spiritual development and spiritual growth. So they come to be at odds because Jupiter will automatically be the lord of the 8th house and also the 11th house, and these houses are at conflict or not at ease with what the Venusian trait wants also.